Hello everybody, this is Strawberry Singh, and today I'm going to be talking about LAQ's second bento mesh head release. Her name is Anna, and she was released last week, so she is currently available at the LAQ main store. All of the information that I'm going to be talking about right now in this video about the head and everything that I am wearing and any links to the main store or the marketplace and so on and so forth will be available in my blog post, and you'll find a link to that in the description of the video, so click on over. So Anna costs the same as their previous bento head release, Gaia, which was released in June. Anna costs 5,000 lindens and the demo is free, and of course both are available at the LAQ main store. And let me just show you everything that Anna comes with. Anna comes with the head itself and then the HUD. So those are the two main things that you just have to wear in order to use it. And also, of course, the alpha. These are gestures that I have activated that you can use, and they trigger the lips. So if you type in chat one of the gestures, like we'll do the smile over here. If I type in chat the smile, you'll see that it triggers the head to do that animation. And one thing that I want to tell you about Anna and Gaia, of course, this is a mocap head, so these are motion capture animations to make them more realistic. So these are the things that you have to mainly wear: the alpha, the head, and the HUD. And then I'm also wearing their eyes because they have a special feature for eyes. The eyes that come with the LAQ head are not mesh, they are system eyes, but they have a special feature that adds more shine to the eyes. So I'll show you that in a little bit. They also come with their own shape and the eyebrow shape. I'm not wearing them right now. I'm wearing my own shape and the eyebrow shape, which I will also release in my marketplace store in the next day or two. This is the HUD that it comes with, and I'm wearing it right now. You can turn on one of the moods to see what they look like. I've turned on the pleased mood. There's a pensive mood. And you can also enable all four of the moods together if you want her to rotate between the moods. So again, these are all motion capture, so they're made to look very, very realistic. I'm standing in a still pose right now, so the rest of my body is not moving along. But when you have your AO on and you have one of these motion capture animations enabled for the head, it looks really nice and natural because your whole body is moving slightly to different animations. So these are the four moods that you can enable. And also, if you don't want to have so much movement, you can just turn on blink and lips, and it'll slowly blink, of course, and then rotate different animations for the lips. And you can also enable smile, and she'll also be smiling slightly as well. So there's also that option. And then, of course, she comes with motion capture animations that you can pick and choose. If you want to just be happy, you can play the happy one. When you hit play over here, that means you're playing the animation. If when you hit pose, it's freezing it in that happy pose so you can take an image. So you only want to hit the pose if you're taking an image. You don't want to have it frozen constantly. You can also enable different animations all at once, so it'll rotate through all these different animations so you can see what they're all doing. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I have a link to the designer's YouTube video where they've showed all of these animations slowly and in detail. So you can see it's very realistic. This one is sleepy, so it's going to go through these animations separately. One of the ones that I really like that they have is playful, so I'll play that one. This is the sad one. The playful one is really cute because she's kind of like sticking her tongue out in different ways, and also the flirt one is very nice as well. So you can, turn these on and have very realistic animations going on your head constantly. The talk button, when you have that enabled, it triggers the animations for your mouth and head. So if I type something in chat, you'll see that it's moving the head. Not only does it move the head while you're typing, if I turn on the voice in world and I start talking, then you'll see that it moves the head. So the talk animations triggers the lips and the mouth movement for typing and for voice, which are two great options. The auto expression syncs with the SL animations that can be found in animated furniture and so forth. So your head is triggered with those animations. And then of course you have a choice of 4 different teeth here. So this is the mocap tab for the head itself. So you can go and pick which look you would like and so forth. Now I'm going to show you the features tab. Before I begin, I'm just going to remove my hair. So I know half of it is covering my face, and I do want to show all the features in detail. So what this does, this area, this button does is it hides your scalp if you have it unchecked. If you check it, then it's going to show your scalp completely, and that feature is important for when you want to wear different hair and so forth. If you have this checked, it means it's showing both your ears. If you uncheck it, it'll hide your ears so you can wear different mesh ears. Now this is the eye effects feature that I was telling you about. This feature adds shading and eye reflections on a separate layer from the eye itself. So this way shading and reflections stay intact even when your avatar looks around. Right now, if I remove the eye effects, you can see that their system eyes don't have a lot of shine and so forth. So you can wear any mesh eyes if you like, but I chose to wear their system eyes to show this eye effects feature. And the way the eye effects feature works is if I were to unfreeze my eyes and I look around, then you can see the shine stays in one spot. So because wherever the glare is coming from, that's where the glare is on the eyes. So it makes it look more realistic. So that feature, the eye effects feature, is really a fantastic feature for that. Next, you can enable eyebrows. I am wearing the skin that it comes with, and it already comes with eyebrows, so I don't need this. But if you were to wear a skin that didn't have eyebrows, you can enable these ones if you prefer, and then you can tint them from here, and you can click on this tinting layer to tint them further if you like. This is to enable the lipstick layer. So it comes with a selection of lipsticks, or you can tint the lipstick, or you can put on any Omega lipsticks and try those on as well. One thing I do want to mention that this head is completely Omega compatible, and so much so that it actually the skin, tattoo, eyebrows, hair base, eye makeup, and lipstick layers have Omega pre-installed, so no system kit is needed. So you can wear any Omega applier of your choice on this head right out of the box. You don't need to enable any Omega or wear a relay HUD. It's ready to be used, so that's a great feature for sure. So all these layers over here where it says Omega, these are all Omega compatible. You can use Omega appliers in any of these layers. And then of course we have the eyeshadow layer, and I'm wearing the #1 eyeshadow right now, and I'll show you the other eyeshadows in just a bit. I'm going to enable both the lipstick and the eyeshadows, and again, you can tint any of the eyeshadows, you can increase the materials and the glossiness, and you can also use Omega appliers. The skin it comes with comes in 7 different shades. I'm wearing the 2.5 shade right now, but I'll show you the other skin, the tones it comes with. And of course you can purchase the matching body appliers in their store. I'm wearing the Maitreya body appliers, and the body appliers are $299 linens per tone. So right now I am wearing the 2.5 tone. Of course, you can also add freckles and wrinkles and blush that it comes with. The wrinkles are very realistic and fantastic, and you can also decrease the opacity on these features. So if I were to add the wrinkles but I didn't want them so wrinkly, you can decrease it a little bit just to have slight wrinkles. Same thing with the freckles. The freckles are pretty intense. You can reduce that as well. And I'm going to just completely turn it off because I don't want any wrinkles or freckles right now. And again, you can also tint them, and you can also wear Omega appliers. It comes with 3 different sets of eyelashes that you can wear and try on. And what's great thing about it is you can also control the length of the eyelashes, so you can make them very long, you can make them very short. I like them somewhere in between, and of course you can also tint the lashes. It also comes with a selection of hair bases. I'm wearing, I think, the darkest one right now. I could go lighter if I like. There's different red colors and so forth. And if you of course wear the white one, then you can tint that using the tinter as well, and that way you can get it to match your hair exactly if you like. It comes with also quite a bit of selection of lipsticks, and again, if you can also tint these lipsticks in the tinting section. So I'll show you a few of these like that. And same thing with the eyeshadows. I'll show you my favorite eyeshadow from there is their colorful one, which is really beautiful. So that is the features tab, and then we already went over the mocap animations. The way the looks works is once you've decided on a makeup, you can actually save this look. So let's say that I also want to add some freckles and so on. So I want to save this look for future use, so I can just click on this and I can click save all, and it'll save this whole look, and then I can change the makeup around if I want, and I can go back to it afterwards by using this look to apply all the same makeup again. So that's how that the looks section works, and that pretty much covers the HUD that it comes with. Again, if you have any further questions about this head, or especially if you have any customer service questions and so forth, please contact the designer for all of that information, as I won't be able to assist you with any of that. And now I'm going to just apply a few layers. Actually, let me just quickly remove some of this makeup here. I'm just going to show you a few appliers that I have for LAQ heads. Now, these appliers were released quite a bit ago for previous non-bento heads that were released for LAQ. So they don't necessarily fit this head, but I'm just showing you just to kind of give you an idea of like the different skins that you can purchase. This is from Birth. It's called Opal. I think their tone 4 is quite nice. The tone 6 is a little bit dark from but this one is really pretty. So that was Birth. Then I'll show you the YSYS Roby. I believe this was one of their current releases, but I'm not 100% sure. But it should be in their main stores. All of these should be in the main stores. And again, also remember, you can also try on different Omega skins with this. So this is Roby, and I'm gonna try on Glamifair Mimi. This one is very old. It was released for a mesh head for LAQ quite a while ago, and it's available in the satellite store. It doesn't actually go perfectly, but I think if you played around with the eyebrow layer, it might work a little bit better. And then of course we have Insole Vera, again, should be in the main stores. I will link to all of these from my blog post, and again, you'll find a link to that in the description of the video. And again, you probably want to play around with the eyebrows a little bit to make them fit a little bit better. So I'm going to go back to the original skin that it comes with. Now I'm just going to show you my shape, all angles of my shape real quick. This is what my shape looks like, so you can see what the side profile is. And then I'm going to put on their shape, and I'll play with a few of the sliders real quick. This is the shape that it comes with. Again, it's a little bit of a smaller chin. I like heavier set chins a little bit more, and the face is a little bit more delicate than mine, and it's quite pretty as well. I do love the lips on the shape of the lips on this head quite a bit. So again, really quickly, I'm gonna go through the sliders for you guys. You can right click on the brow base, go into the eyebrow section. You can change the eyebrow size. Oh, looks really nice and thin. You can't change the density, but you can change the height like that, and you can change the arc, and you can change the eyebrow points. So I'm going to undo the changes, and then you can also change around your shape. And my shape will also be modified, the one that I'm selling for this head. The 6 columns that you can change with bento heads are head, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and chin. And I'm just going to quickly go through these sliders so you can see how well they work. One thing I did notice about this head, that the sliders are a much bigger improvement from the first time I tried Gaia. Of course, Gaia, the first bento head that was released by LAQ, there was also updates and so forth with that. So the sliders also worked a lot better than what you see in my video for Gaia. And the sliders work a lot better for this one as well, definitely. Especially around the chin area. I pointed that out in my previous video, how the chin area wasn't the best for sliders, but all of that has been vastly improved, and I was very happy to see that. So the sliders work quite well now. And again, like I always say, make sure you look from all angles. The upper cheeks you can't really tell from this angle. I'm going to show you a little bit from the side so you can see like that. And the lower cheeks and cheekbones. There we go. It's very slight, but you can see it from the angles. And now we'll play around a little bit with the eyes. It is a very pretty head. It's not really my style. I think it's not a head that I probably would wear, but I know it's very pretty and it has a very unique look. I do love the lips on it very much. And it's very different from Gaia. So that's, you know, that's fantastic that, you know, she's offered a different look and so on. Very pretty. Again, make sure you're looking at eye depth from the side, because then you can either look like your eyes are very sunken in or, you know, they're too protruding. So you want to find that sweet spot. And one thing I noticed about the eyes is you really have to, the way the eyes are a little bit higher on the head. I don't know if I'm describing that properly. You want to, usually I don't put a lot of eye bags and puffy eyelids in, but for this one you do want to add that in to add a little bit more depth to the eyes. So maybe not the puffy. And so just be careful with that. Now eyelash length won't work, of course, because we're not using system lashes, and eye pop is not rigged to the bento bones. So again, you can play with ear size, you can make them really big. You can't play with ear angle or attached earlobes, but you can play with the tips like that, see? And now we're gonna get into the nose. And nose you definitely want to look at from all angles. I'm gonna try and go through this a little bit quickly. Nostril division, nose thickness. I got to this one pretty quick. It was just released a week ago, but I have some bento heads that I still need to, oh, I needed to I think my forehead's a little too big, but that's okay. This is what happens when you don't look from all angles. This is why I highly encourage when you're playing with your sliders, look from all angles, so you know. One thing I noticed about this nose is you could make it pretty small. But even with the big forehead, she looks really great. So nose tip angle, nose tip shape, and crooked nose, of course. And of course, when you're playing with that crooked nose, you want to watch that mouth as well. You can these lips, you can I notice the lips are quite versatile. You can make them really big, and you can also make them quite slim as well, without them looking too, you know, squished up or anything, which is great. See, look at that. You can go for really thin lips, because I know a lot of people don't like too big lips, so this one really gives you a great option here. And of course you want to look it from the side so you don't end up with some duck lips. The lips are really fantastic, and they really respond to the sliders very well. Let's see, mouth position, mouth corners. And I notice with the mouth corners, it kind of opens the mouth slightly because of the shape of the lips. But I do really appreciate the shape of the lips a lot. I like them quite a bit. Lip cleft. And then of course shift mouth, which will of course also affect the nose. And then finally we're going to play with the chin. Now I'll show you these sliders really well. Vastly improved sliders for the chin compared to their first release. So it's really good stuff here. Chin depth, see, it's moving quite well. And jaw angle, see, quite a bit of slider options there. And jaw jut. Jowls don't work, neither does chin cleft, and neither does upper chin cleft, but chin neck works beautifully right there. So really well done. Great update on these sliders here. So that was all the sliders that affect the bento head. I'm just going to undo this changes because I don't want to mess with their shape, and I'm going to put my shape back on. And of course my shape will be available in my marketplace store very soon. I'm going to try and get that out sooner. I made my lips a little bit poutier than their original shape, and I gave myself a bit of a heavy chin, and I do love the way the nose looks from the side too. So it is a very beautiful head, and it works very well. The mocap animations are fantastic. I'll put one of the moods on for you guys before I leave. And again, all the information for this head and all of my style credits and so on and so forth will be available in my blog post, and you will find that of course in the description of this video. So don't forget to click on over, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will be back with another bento head next week, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.